Our plant-based bond.
Good, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, right?
Tuesday.
Don't go away. Good, happy Tuesday morning to ya. Right?
Yeah.
I gotta do your hair, Missy. I'm in my coat. I'm going out, but not because I want to, but because I have to. The dog has to go out. Let me show you something today, you guys. You're probably gonna see this all winter, seriously. Okay. 13 degrees.
With a feel like of 0.
Feels like 0.
The wind chill factor.
Can you see that? 0. Mama
And
not
we're going
happy.
sledding.
And this boy, he thinks we're going sledding.
No, you said if we woke up good.
It feels like
Bundle
0 degrees.
up.
That's crazy. I don't think so.
Please, Mommy.
I don't know.
Wait, where's Jonathan now? It might be
think so,
one
no.
more over there. Where is the perfect Janice?
No, I don't think so.
Please.
So, this is an exciting day. We got a package in the mail. It's always fun to have
Yes.
mail, isn't it?
Yes.
So Olivia's going to carefully open it without hurting herself. Right, Olivia?
I'm gonna try. Not very
Look at
careful.
the doggies. How nice is that?
I'm not gonna be able to use scissors. Can I give me a knife?
Please? Please, can I have a knife?
Did you not like eyes? Okay, I'm getting somewhere. Got past the tape. Okay.
Oh, what's that?
Wow, that is nice.
They're placemats.
Oh, placemats. Look at that. How cool is that?
I want the pink one. Could I want the pink. I want the green one. I want the green one. The church.
Some books. Oh, now these are the
Lady
hats.
finds.
Oh, look. Oh, wow. Look at that.
See, doggy can do
Nick,
this.
that's nice. That's a nice hat. Look at
Hey, could
that.
I have
And this
my
one's
hat?
Nick's.
This is Catherine's.
This one
Can I
is
have it?
Curtis's.
This one is mine. They
Let's
look
see.
a lot smaller in
This
pictures.
one is, whose is this?
Mine.
Olivia's.
Caroline, this is yours.
Let me see. This is Caroline. Oh, how cute is that?
I look nice.
And this one is
No,
Mommy's.
Olivia.
Mommy's.
It doesn't go directly in the middle of your
I think it goes to
forehead.
the side, honey.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, how cute is that? And here is Catherine's. Look up, honey. Look up. Oh, wow. You know, Deborah took a lot of work and a
where's
lot
my-
of love. So,
I'm gonna put this on my head.
okay.
I
All three
choose this
girls.
playmat. Look.
Oh,
I
that's
choose
cute.
this
There is just something special about a handmade gift. Isn't there, you guys?
Yep.
Nick?
Yes.
Isn't
there
it
is.
something?
Definitely.
You handsome man, you.
Thank you.
Isn't that the greatest?
Yes.
Wow.
It is
Oh,
the
Daddy's
greatest.
going. It's lunchtime. I just did a Periscope. And now it's time to share with you guys what we're having for lunch. I'm so excited about my lunch because I'm having salad. I've got hummus on there and lettuce, red cabbage, carrots, olives, cucumbers, and radishes. A nice big salad. And the Brussels sprouts, again, roasted Brussels sprouts. They turned out good this time because I didn't forget about them. They are just right. They're little roasty and they're tender inside. Delicious. You don't like Brussels sprouts still, do you? How come?
I like the crispy outside leaves. I just don't like the tenderness.
Oh, really? You like the crispy, crunchy leaves? That's kind of neat. But you don't like the stuff inside, though.
It's too, my God. Turns into like a mashed potato type.
I like that. What about you? You like the crispy too, right? Is that right? So you just eat apples instead. Sharing my salad with Rocky. You like that?
Mom's vlogging.
Say hi to the vlog.
Oh yeah, it matches your heart.
Yeah, and your heart.
Hey!
George.
So they're multitasking.
It's gonna look.
They're periscoping and washing dishes at the same time. So I say they can't periscope unless they're washing dishes.
I do, and there's a more of a story.
I like to get packages in the mail. I know a lot of people do. I don't know many people that don't. And not only do we get our hats in the mail from Deborah, thank you Deborah, we also got my wheat berries, my einkorn wheat berries finally came in. There they are, einkorn.com wheat berries. So yeah, we just went straight to einkorn.com and Curtis ordered these. So I'm not quite sure how much he spent on them. This is a 7.5 pound bag and these are just the wheat berries. And I've spoken a lot about einkorn wheat throughout my videos. If you're interested in learning more, go to einkorn.com. This is really good wheat. It's much better for you than the modern wheat that we're eating now, and really we shouldn't even be eating it. So, and we're feeling it. We've been eating wheat, we've been eating the store-bought bread, and we're already feeling that we don't feel super good with that bread. So I'm looking forward to getting back to baking it. Look, we've got 3 of these. This should last us a little bit. Good job, Caroline. Did you do that by yourself? Mm-hmm. So you're going to be a hairdresser now, too?
Yeah.
You're a jack of all trades, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Okay, turn around. Let me see how you look in the front. Wow, good job. So you're, like, going to learn how to make messy buns.
Yeah.
You're going to be, like, the professional messy bun maker.
Yeah.
Oh, no, look what happened to my curtain. I got to fix that, don't I? Mm-hmm. It's time for tea. Nighty-night tea. Do you have your tea? Are you gonna get some? Go get your tea. It's delicious. It's so calming, you know, at night, especially before bed, to drink a cup of hot tea. And this is actually my second cup because my throat is still, I don't know. I've never had a situation where this, you know, it's not really sore, but it's like scratchy and I'm still, my voice isn't quite right. But we're working on it. I'm not sure what's going on, but we'll get rid of it. I spent my first cup, the first cup I drank with Curtis. We spent some time together. He's off for the next 3 days. He took some time off because his brother's coming in town from Texas. So we stayed up and, oh boy, it's late now. We stayed up and talked a little bit, and it's always nice to have a little extra time with your spouse to catch up and just have that time that maybe you just don't generally have. And with him having to go to bed so early, our time has been kind of our time together, just catching up with each other and having a time to talk. That gets away from us sometimes. So it was nice. Anyways, I was spending a lot of time tonight going through comments. I didn't realize that I'm behind a little bit on catching up with responding to comments, and I try as much as I can to respond to every comment, but there are some times when it's just not possible to keep up with them all. And you know, that's a blessing in itself because I'm really hearing a lot from you guys. And one thing, though, that I didn't really touch on very much or even share with you, that I got a lot of really good ideas for my channel name and the name to the ministry. And I didn't want to let that pass by. And thank you all so much for those of you who gave me some ideas. There were some really good ideas. And I appreciate all of you who jumped in and helped me try to figure out how to name this ministry. So another thing I wanted to share before I left, before we go on to our reading, is that I got a comment that got me to thinking a bit too. And that's one thing that's good about getting these comments, is because it makes you really think, reflect a bit, and think about how you present yourself and how you're sharing with people, how I'm sharing with you all especially. And the one thing that's difficult is that I don't really know who I'm talking to and who I'm sharing with. And there's so many of you with so many different backgrounds, so many different situations, so many trials, so many struggles. And I try very hard to keep that into perspective. But there are times when I fall short. And one thing is that all this complaining about the weather and being cold, it's not really my intention to complain about it, but it's coming across that way, I see a bit. But just to share with you that none of us are perfect. And, you know, this is my struggle. I just don't like the cold. Is that light on? It is on. I don't like it. And just sharing with you that I'm going to embrace this. I'm going to take this on. I'm going to get the fresh air, the sunshine that I need. Bundle up, spend time with my kids, go for that walk, get the exercise, be out with the dog, and not worry so much about the cold, and know that, you know, if I'm bundled up well enough, it really doesn't bother me. And even in these last couple of days, since I've changed my thoughts on just the weather and winter and just have tried to be real positive about it, that it's gotten a lot easier. I mean, the high today was in the teens, but even tonight when I took the dog out, the temperature was -2. That was the actual temperature, 2 below 0. And really, it affects you far less when you dwell on it and worry about it. And I've just decided not to do that. But I don't want to take away from the idea that people struggle with far worse things. I don't want to compare this struggle with me in the cold with people's far different and sometimes very far worse struggles than what I'm having. It's all in perspective, you know. So don't ever feel like I don't care about you guys. Sometimes I might come across that way, but I care very deeply about your struggles and what you're going through. And that reminds me too that if you do have specific prayers that you want me to pray for, if you have a prayer request, something that you need prayer for, I'm right there and ready to get on my knees for you guys. Just let me know. Send me a message. And we're getting some videos in. I'm really excited about that. And I just think it really finishes off the vlog so nicely to have you guys help me to finish them. And if you want to help, if you want to send in your video, and you don't know what I'm talking about, you can check the description below this video, which will explain to you what I'm talking about. And also, if you want a Steps to Christ, I'll show you what we got here. This is a book that I've been offering for several months now, and I still have plenty. And if you'd like one, I'd like to send you one for free. Just give me your address, and we'll get it right on its way. So, on that note, I've been doing a lot of talking. Let's get to our reading. We were reading from the book Counsels on Diet and Foods, but I'm going to switch things up a little bit tonight because I wanted to share a little bit with you about Sister White's experience with dealing with a sister who had a lot of negative thoughts. And this comes from the Review and Herald. And this was a publication that they were putting out back during the pioneer times of this church. And this was March 19th, 1889. And you can find this in the website, egwwritings.org. And this has all of Ellen White's writings. And if you guys aren't familiar with who Ellen White is, actually you'll find out there too. And I do share quite a bit because I do believe that she was inspired by God, and she has a tremendous amount to share that will encourage us and draw us closer to the Lord. Well, my voice is still scratchy. I'm sorry, guys. I hope I'm not too obnoxious. Let's go on and read this. When I was in Europe, a sister wrote to me in the deepest distress. She was in despair, and she wrote, "Can't you say a word of encouragement to me? Can't you tell me of anything I could do to be relieved of my burden?" The night after I had read her letter, I dreamed that I was in a garden, and a stately personage was conducting me through its paths. I was picking the flowers and enjoying the fragrance, when the sister, who was walking by my side, called my attention to some unsightly thistles that were impeding her way. There she was, mourning and grieving. She was not walking in the pathway following the guide, but was walking among the briars and thorns. "Oh," she mourned, "is it not a pity that this beautiful garden is spoiled with thorns?" Then the guide turned and said, "Let the thistles alone, for they will only wound you. Gather the roses and the lilies and the pinks." and now she is doing this. Why not have something pleasant to think about? Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, if there be any praise, think on these things. So if you're walking among the briars and thorns, like I sometimes find myself doing, let's get out of them and get on the pathway and look at the beautiful flowers, gather the roses and the lilies and the pinks, and just be grateful for what God's given you. Be grateful for the blessings that He's bestowed upon you, and never think of murmuring and complaining, but be thankful for the trials also, and know that they make you stronger no matter how difficult they are, because God is there for you, and He will get you through. He will see you through any struggles. That is a birdie that I do not want to hear this time of night. It is late, you guys. My hat I'm wearing, this is actually Olivia's hat from Deborah. And I'm afraid to take it off because I think my hair is probably in quite a terrible shape from wearing these hats so long. They're so comfy and cozy. What a blessing. They have been such a blessing to us, and we're so grateful for the gift. A gift of love. So I'm gonna go because it is late. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you next time.
Don't forget to live well and be strong. Adios.
Adios.